Trump tax cuts. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, signed in 2017, was the most significant rewrite of the U.S. tax code in over 30 years. It cut individual and corporate tax rates, changed deductions, and impacted nearly every American taxpayer and business. In this video, we'll break down exactly what changed, who was affected, and what's coming next in 2025. Individual tax brackets and deductions. The law kept 7 income tax brackets but lowered several rates. For example, the top rate fell from 39.6% to 37%, and the 15% bracket dropped down to 12%. The standard deduction nearly doubled, while personal exemptions were eliminated. Family credits and SALT cap. The child tax credit was doubled to $2,000 per child. A $500 credit was added for other dependents. But a new $10,000 cap was imposed on state and local tax deductions, which especially affected people in high-tax states. Business tax cuts. The corporate tax rate dropped from 35% to 21%. This change was permanent. Pass-through businesses like LLCs and sole proprietors received a 20% deduction on their qualified income, though this expires after 2025. Investment and international changes. Businesses could fully deduct equipment costs immediately through 100% bonus depreciation, phasing out after 2022. Multinational companies faced new rules like GILTI and BEAT, which added minimum taxes to discourage profit shifting. Estate tax and AMT. The estate tax exemption was doubled, letting individuals pass on over $11 million tax-free. The individual AMT was scaled back, but the corporate AMT was repealed entirely. Who benefited? Almost all income groups saw a tax cut from 2018 to 2025. Middle-income families saved around $1,000. High earners and corporations saw the largest dollar benefits. After 2025, most of these cuts will expire, except for the corporate tax cuts, which stay. What happens after 2025? Unless Congress acts, individual tax rates will rise, the standard deduction will shrink, and deductions like SALT will be restored without a cap. The child tax credit will fall back down to $1,000. And small businesses will lose the 20% deduction. Updates and outlook. Some TCJA provisions have already phased out, like 100% bonus depreciation. New laws added a minimum tax on large corporations' book income. But the 2017 cuts still define much of the current tax landscape. 2025 will be a major turning point. That's your full breakdown of the Trump tax cuts. I hope you found this information helpful and informative. If you did, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for a future video on how 2025's decisions might shape the next decade of taxes.